Art has a nice upbeat song for us today, which is called Tough Enough by the fabulous Thunderbirds. So I'm so glad that it's nice and upbeat because I've been falling asleep in my chair earlier. We've been having very mellow requests for today. I think I've only had two. Yeah, like ones that's kind of, there's no way you can sit here and nod off by listening to it. They just play in your ears. So grateful for this nice upbeat one, Art. Thank you very much. Here we go. I don't know this band, Fabulous Thunderbirds. And they have a very interesting, way of spelling the title, Tough Enough. Yeah, I guess it's kind of what I have in mind. It's tough enough. It's hard enough, kind of situation. So we will see as the song starts. Here we go. There we go. Here we go. We're gonna rock and roll. I have no clue what he's singing. We're gonna have to read the lyrics.
Shovel and dirt, and not even worry about getting hurt. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough?
What? They all look like mafia gangsters. Yeah, no, he does not articulate. How? He sounds like Nirvana. The song will go down nicely when you're busy cleaning the house and it plays in the background. That's for all the women out there. This is most certainly what I listen to when I have to clean the house.
How about the Junior Bradley on the keyboards?
I think this would be a vibe when you're right there, obviously in the audience. Right now, I'm still falling asleep. I'm that tired.
And Christina on the drums.
I'm really tired.
Jimmy Vaughn, the guitar.
I've not seen this guy smile once.
Evan on the six-string band for the Stevie Ray Vaughan.
He looks like Russian or Italian mafia. Russian mafia.
My name is Kim Wilson. We are the fabulous Thunderbirds. Thank you very much.
And the lead... No, because the lead vocalist looks like Russian mafia. The one with the... plays the guitar solo looks like Italian mafia. Bah. Nice. Okay, no offense. I really thought this one was gonna get me up on my feet. I think it's because the audio was shitty. So I was a bit... I don't know. How can I say this? I wasn't impressed. Not with the vocals. And the thing is, I couldn't hear what the hell he was singing. So I think let's just pull up the lyrics. Maybe then I'll appreciate the song. But yeah, I really wanted to fall asleep. But I have to note. I have to say though. So something I've noticed is it is amazing how. There we go. It's amazing how in today's life there's very much a very, very strong what can I say? Only the good looking or the ones that they can turn into something and sexualize and commercialize really become, famous and pop stars and rock stars and whatever else. Whereas, I mean, you can be hella talented, and if you are, I don't know, let's go with something extreme. Let's say a bit deformed, or you're a bit odd, or you have Down syndrome, or something. No matter how talented you are, you're gonna have a really fucking hard time to get anywhere in the industry. I mean, there's that one opera singer. What was her name? She did win. I think it was Britain's Got Talent years ago, but she wasn't. And Simon Cowell actually said that, like, she wasn't, the image that they were looking for the stage, despite the fact that her talent knocked everyone out of the ballpark. Whereas when I look at the older music, this is not the first band that I see that the guys literally look like not stay at home dads, looks like the old school 50s and 60s kind of salesman dads, car salesmen. They dress like car salesmen, car salesmen. There we go. Where they totally nerdy. The pants are this high. There's a little bit, you can't really tell the difference between the waist and the bottom part because everything's like, straight, and they're bold, and there's only patchy hair. Those are the things I noticed. But because they have the vibe, they have the stage presence, they sing really catchy songs or really good songs, they have good vocals. These guys actually performed, and people love their freaking music. It wasn't about, and they were properly clothed. They didn't have to actually be sexualized, but it's almost like the attractive ones are being sexualized and commercialized and objectified and whatnot. So it's crazy. I think that's why I do appreciate the older music. I really need to be in the mood for it. And today, I actually don't feel like it today, which was probably not a good idea considering I had to react to a whole bunch of classics today. But it's the small things that kind of stand out for me quite evidently. Right, let's read the lyrics. So I would walk 10 miles on my hands and knees. Ain't no doubt about it, baby. It's you I aim to please. I'd wrestle with a lion and a grizzly bear. It's my life, baby. I don't care. So interestingly enough, Art and I was just discussing, you know, almost we're tired of this highly advanced shitty world that we're living in right now. And I said something I wish, something I desire, something that has become my escape fantasy, or is going to become my escape fantasy, is I just want to fucking go back to being a caveman. Like, give me a cave, give me fight or flight mode, give me family, hunting, and what's the thing? Food, hunting / food. Give me those things, because that's all that mattered way back when we still were living in caves, and that's it. Like, protect the family, make sure there's food, fight or flight when there's danger, and that's it. That's what mattered. And life was simple. We were free. Well, we as in our ancestors a few thousand years ago. Whereas today, none of us are free. Even if you think you break free of the system, do you know who's free of the system? Do you know who's free of the system? Hippies? Bos nymphies? The people who live in the bush? The Amazonians? And the homeless. Because they don't pay taxes. I swear some of them sometimes make more money than us in, what they ask for from everyone. They don't pay taxes. They don't have to worry about paying a mortgage. They don't have to worry about putting food on the table. They just need enough for, shelter, food. And most times they probably fast, which is good, which means they are healthy in that sense. Because we don't fast, because we eat 3 times a day, like the Rockefeller said we should. So, yeah, anyway, completely off. Like, but the line triggered me now, like, with them. I'd wrestle with a lion and a grizzly bear. And that was a flight or fight mode that kicked in. But this is essentially what the man is saying. Like, I would do all of that as long as I have you, because the partner, the spouse, and the mate, if we want to now go a bit ancient, the mate is what is important, because the mate is gonna, make you reproduce or help you with, reproducing. So it's my life, baby, but I don't care. Ain't that tough enough? Ain't that tough enough? For you, baby, I would swim the sea. Nothing I do for you that's too tough for me. I'd put out a burning building with a shovel and dirt and not even worry about getting hurt. Ain't that tough enough? Because, let me tell you why. It still mattered that men can protect back then. It still mattered that men can actually do hard shit. That they're not a bunch of soy boys. That they're not... I see videos these days where a dude and a chick will hang out. They're clearly together. And suddenly the girl gets attacked by one of these alien fuckers. And the dude just stands there. Or he runs away with his little fanny pack. I'm like, are you actually legit right now? Your girl's being attacked with a knife. And you run away with your fanny pack. Whereas this guy is saying, I would swim the sea. I would fight a grizzly bear and wrestle with a lion. Is that tough enough for you? Does that show that I can protect you? Does that show that I'm strong enough to be the protector of our family? That is what it means to have a mate. That is what it means to... That is what it used to mean when we were cavemen. You chose a mate, a husband, based on his strength, based on his size. Can he protect the family? That's it. Can he protect the family, and can he hunt? That is what made you choose that mate. Okay. For the woman, can you give me babies, and can you care for the babies? That's it. Can you give me a loving home? Do you want me to be with you? So simple, friggin' simple. Whereas today, it's fucking chaos. I mean, I don't even know. Like, I look at how people are meeting up now and how people are determining what their mates should be like, and I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, you are so far off the wagon that I don't even know if I want to consider you human. You've forgotten everything that makes you a human, that makes you, nature, makes you part of nature, because we don't function as part of nature anymore. We have detached so far because of technology, because of social media, because of media in general, that we don't choose a mate anymore based on pheromones. We don't. Because everyone wears deodorant, everyone washes with soap, everyone sees how much lotion and chemicals they can apply to themselves, everyone walks with fucking layers and layers of makeup. The men wears cologne, girls wear perfume, everything that just gives you, in any case, cancer. And then they want to chop out your lymph nodes because, oh, your lymph node is blocked. No friggin' shit. Your lymph node is there to help you get rid of the chemicals. But the doctors make you cut it out. You know what I did? I went the other day for a lymph node drainage massage. Do you know that my legs almost dropped half in size? Because my lymph nodes were blocked. Because I sit 16 hours a day in my chair working, and I'm not active. I don't move. Even when I fast, I eat, or even when I eat super healthy. But lymph nodes don't have pumps, so they need something to work them, which is exercise. Back in the day when we were cavemen, we were running, we were hunting, we were swimming, we were building our own structures so that, for housing and such. We were busy. Nowadays, everyone sits in the car, drive 4-6 hours in traffic every day. Everyone sits in a chair behind the PC. No one moves. No one's active. So lymph nodes get jammed. Why? Because of all the toxins that we consume, which goes to the liver. The liver can't even take it anymore. It goes to the lymph node. Oh, fuck, the lymph node's blocked. What now? Doctor says, let's chop it out. That's what we're dealing with here. And then you have people choosing mates, not based on nature, not based on how we are wired and designed to choose mates on. We choose mates based on the money they have, what type of cologne they wear, do they have looks? Not, can you actually protect me when there's danger? Can you make sure that you hunt? Can you make sure that there's food on the table? Will you actually treat me with respect? That's it. That's what you need, females. That's what you need. Can he protect you? Can he provide for you? Will he love and care for you? That's it. And then give you babies. Well, you should obviously, be fertile in order to give him babies. But you're not going to be fertile because you use all these deodorants and chemicals and colognes and lotions and fucking everything. Even sanitary products these days have chemicals that take fertility away. So it makes me so mad. It really makes me so mad. I would rather go for a sweaty man who knows, I can smell his pheromones, and it will probably drive me insane because I find that attractive, because I find, shit, you actually worked. You were physically active. You were in the sun. You were laboring, I don't want to smell deodorant on you. I don't want to smell cologne on you. I want to smell nature. I want to smell, I suppose, your hormones, your pheromones, all of that, because that's nature. And that's going to instinctively tell you, is this the mate for you, yes or no? It's crazy. Like, we weren't supposed to have all of the shit that we have today. And I'm rambling, but I'm getting upset because I'm getting so mad with everything that I see today, on social media, and how people are creating dating apps that fucking make you pay deposits to go on a date with them because they want to go spend money on their makeup and their hair and their dresses and whatever else and their nails. For what? Anyways, moving on. Rant over. I don't even know where I am now. Can men just be men again and women be women? Honestly, there's nothing more beautiful than natural woman and natural men. Okay, so for you, baby, I would swim the sea. Nothing I do for you that's too tough for me. I'd put out a burning building with a shovel and dirt and not even worry about getting hurt. Ain't that tough enough? I'd work 24 hours, 7 days a week, just so that I can come home and kiss your cheek. That is the most fucking romantic thing probably in this entire song. Well, all of it. It's so practical, it's so literal, and it's so romantic. I'd love you in the morning and I'll love you at noon. I'll love you at night and take you to the moon. Ain't that tough enough? I'll lay in a pile of burning money that I have earned and not even worry about getting burned. I'd climb the Empire State, fight Muhammad Ali, just to have you, baby, close to me. Ain't that tough enough? I mean, what more do you want? Seriously. Okay, Art, this is like, I wasn't impressed. Like I said, I wasn't impressed with the music itself, but I think the audio was really, really bad. So if it was that you had to be there, in person in the audience, it would have probably been a friggin' rocker. But the lyrics, now that I've read it, is like, what a song. What a legendary song. And it's almost like he didn't try and, overcomplicate the lyrics. It was almost as, because of the conversation we now had today, it's almost as if he was kind of, going back to basics, going back to where it all began when we were cavemen, is I'll do the very basic humanly instinctive things, such as wrestling a lion, grizzly bear, I'll swim the seas, very, very old school, because you won't see that shit now today. Today, there's all kinds of equipment and guns and, people just do shit. Although, yeah. I don't even know how many men are left that would actually do this, that's capable of doing this. And then, I mean, the woman who would actually appreciate this, I think, is even far less than the men who actually can do this. Now, anyway, that's disappointing. The human race is disappointing. The advancement of the human race is disappointing. Anyway, this song, awesome. It's got a thumbs up from me, so I'm gonna go back and like it, seeing as I didn't like it. 8.5k, there we go. Yeah, I'm definitely now much more appreciative of this song. I mean, hell, the dude wants to go fight Muhammad Ali. He's gonna probably get his ass kicked, but he's willing to do it. Okay, Art, thank you very much, guys. I will check you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.
We at the Braveheart. With bright Vikings we stand side by side, with axes raised high, bound by blood and honor. We believe in the old ways,